Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session designed to create a feeling of confidence and charisma, but also discernment for the client that I was working with. They had severe anxiety at the idea of getting to know certain women that could have led to a relationship. And there was this activation of the sympathetic nervous system at an extreme level. Some people would call that a panic attack. And getting to know this particular client, it was evident that because of their past and because of their personal experiences, at seeing certain relationships lead to things like murders, jail, and abandonment, and things like that, it was very rational that their unconscious mind was trying to keep them safe. But there's different ways that you can keep yourself safe, and one of them is avoidance, but it tends to miss the point, really. When you avoid certain situations, it's the absence of a stimulus or a trigger, but without becoming more resourceful. And when I was in my teens, I became a recluse because I had such severe social anxiety that I was avoiding people. It feels like it works because the anxiety goes down, but it's a trap. It's a prison of your own making. So I could see this in this particular client, that actually avoiding certain things wasn't going to help and only increase the probability that he ended up in the very kind of relationship that he would want to avoid. So the goal was two key things. One, activate resource states like confidence and charisma. But secondly, to enable them to be strategic in exploring the kind of places where it reduces the probability of a toxic relationship and increase the probability of what they would consider a desirable relationship for them. And at its core, what he was really talking about is a higher caliber woman based on his standards. Completely subjective, but everyone has their own criteria as to what makes someone better or worse. So using his own standards, that represented doing less of one thing and more of something else. And that's really important whenever you think about making a change. What would it actually be like in your real life? What would you do more of or less of to signify that a change has taken place? I think this session will be useful for any person that feels that they tend to repeat the same mistakes in relationships and they want to break that cycle, or perhaps for particularly young men that may have feelings of inferiority, insecurity, or anxiety at the idea of actually being in a relationship, which a lot of young men do. If you feel like you would need something a bit more bespoke, there will be a link in the show notes to schedule a free consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, notice where you're not quite comfortable, Position your body in a way where you can become more comfortable and relaxed. Scan your body for any clues of tension. So as you breathe in and breathe out, feel tension leaving your body in your outward breath. When you breathe in, imagine breathing in a color that represents resources. And I want you to think of 2 specific resources: charisma and confidence. Perhaps you could imagine 2 colors, one representing each resource, swirling, and imagine breathing in those colors in through your nose, giving you a feeling of resourcefulness, relaxation, but most of all, charisma and confidence. But as you exhale, imagine any tension leaving your body, but also the opposite of confidence is doubt and uncertainty. Feel it leave your body in your outward breath. Breathing in that charisma and thinking of the opposite of charisma, whatever that word is for you. Perhaps it's a grey colour that represents disinterest, a lack of creativity or feeling comfortable in your own skin. Feel that leave your body in your outward breath. So simply by breathing in, you're breathing in that charisma and confidence, and breathing out whatever is getting in the way of you unlocking the version of you at your very best. I want you to imagine standing in a place in nature, maybe in a forest, by a lake, by a beach. And I want you to imagine holding 2 empty bags, one in each hand, maybe suitcases, but maybe other bags. And I want you to think about all the emotions linked to your past. Breathe in and breathe out, and I want you to imagine filling these bags with the unhelpful emotions of the past. First of all, let's scan your body for any clues of anxiety, worries, fears. For many people, they find these sensations in the chest or in the gut. And just imagine that you're moving them from inside your body into these bags, these suitcases. And as you move the emotion, feel the bags get heavier. Scan your body for any feelings of shame, any embarrassment, and move that shame and embarrassment into the bags, and the bags feel heavier. Any anger, any resentment, any frustrations. Notice where they are in your body and move them into the bags. Bags are getting heavy now. Any regrets? Regrets come in 2 main forms. Things you did that you wish you didn't, and things you didn't do but wished you did. Scan your body for any feelings of regret, and when you find them, move them into the bags. The bags are getting heavy now. Heavy bags that are no longer empty but starting to fill with emotions that no longer serve you. Any insecurities, any doubts, Any feelings of low self-esteem, shift it from you into the bags. Scan your body for any other emotions. Guilt, sadness, hate, anger. Whatever is impeding your body's ability to unlock you at your most charismatic and confident. If it's not helping, it's hindering, so move it from you into the bags. And when the bags are feeling so heavy, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. Just imagine colors that represent those emotions in those bags. Imagine if you were holding them. They might be getting heavy now. And I want you to imagine you're standing on the edge of a cliff, seeing the ocean, the rocks beneath. And I want you to imagine using all of your strength to hurl these bags into the ocean. You can keep all of the insight, all of the wisdom, all of the memories. It's just the emotions you're letting go of. Hurl them into the ocean. And then feel a lightness. Both bags now into the ocean, washed away, maybe surrounded by tons of water on top. And I want you to imagine walking away from the edge of that cliff. And I want you to imagine seeing a doorway, not attached to a building, but just a door hovering. And imagine this door as a portal to a deeper part of your subconscious mind. Imagine opening the door, which immediately leads to a staircase. I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and I want you to imagine walking down the staircase into a room that represents your deep subconscious mind. With each descending step down the staircase, feel yourself going deeper and deeper relaxed. With the door behind you now, just seeing a staircase, 5, taking steps down the staircase, feeling more and more confident, more and more charismatic. That's it. 4, releasing that tension, feeling a sense of calm, peace and tranquility. 3, walking down the staircase. Just imagine something is being unlocked within you. Letting go of the past and opening up a doorway to the future. 2, feeling a sense of lightness. And 1. Now at the bottom of the staircase, I'm walking into a room, just completely white, and just a single chair there in the middle of that room. Imagine sitting on that chair, a bright white room with nothing in it. Imagine closing your eyes and going deeper and deeper relaxed. As you open your mind to suggestions that reduce the need for a specific type of anxiety, I want you to imagine almost like a seesaw in a child's playground or one of those old mechanical balances, that as one side goes down, the other side goes higher. And at the moment, I want you to see that there is a lot of weight of anxiety, and that anxiety is there to protect you. And on the other side of that seesaw, that balance, I want you to imagine something that represents your confidence, your charisma, and your discernment. Imagine increasing the weight on the other side. As your mind accepts powerful suggestions, you will notice the scales tip, the seesaw shifts. that as confidence, charisma, and discernment increases, the weight of any anxiety and panic dissipates because you are protecting yourself in new, even more powerful ways. Continue to breathe in and breathe out as your mind awakens to powerful suggestions. Suggestions that will improve the quality of your life and improve the quality of your future. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. As you relax your body, make yourself more and more comfortable. Eyelids feeling heavier and heavier. And I want you to imagine seeing a future version of you. A future version of you that is effortlessly attracting a higher standard of woman. I want you to create an image in your mind of what represents the ideal woman for you. And maybe there are qualities in this woman. Maybe, in addition to attractiveness, there is a sense of being high standards, high caliber, discerning, elegant perhaps. Whatever qualities come to mind, see them in this representation, not because this is the person you want, but to highlight it's this type of person that you want. And I want you to imagine, as you breathe in and breathe out, that every day you see a future version of you dressing slightly differently, perhaps dressing in a way where you seem to come across more sophisticated and elegant. See that future version of you naturally gravitating towards places where discerning, caring, and generous women spend their time. I want you to see a future version of you that effortlessly attracts partners who value loyalty and generosity as you embody these qualities yourself. Notice how you become more discerning in your relationships, avoiding toxic women, chaotic situations, and instead focusing on perhaps more deep, meaningful connections. Maybe see yourself on a date. And I want you to see yourself paying a lot of attention. That when you speak, you're asking engaging questions that show your genuine interest in getting to know someone. And maybe on that date, see that the way you're dressed would be appealing to one type of women and not appealing to another. Your wardrobe now reflects the distinguished individual you are, attracting those women who appreciate elegance. And notice how you notice the smallest details in people, appreciating their uniqueness and the qualities that make them special. You feel a deep sense of pride in your appearance, knowing that it mirrors the quality of person you aspire to be with. And whether it's on a date or just introducing yourself to someone new, Notice how every interaction is an opportunity to showcase your qualities, your caring nature, drawing towards you those who value depth and sincerity. See yourself as a magnet for loyalty, as your own loyalty shines brightly, attracting like-minded individuals. Imagine seeing the qualities in you mirror the equivalent qualities in the kind of women you desire. I want you to see yourself almost like in a montage where time is compressed, where weeks and months become perhaps like a few seconds or a minute, and see yourself improving yourself daily until before long you notice that your reputation precedes you, giving you the ability to attract the caliber of partner you desire. That when you do communicate, your conversations are filled with curiosity and interest, making everyone you speak with feel valued and understood. See the way you smile, walk, and talk filled with charisma and confidence. You find joy in exploring new places, knowing that each adventure brings you closer to meeting someone special. And see yourself going to different places than you normally would, where you increase the possibility of a chance encounter with someone that ticks all of your boxes and that you tick theirs. Your generosity of spirit is evident in all that you do, and therefore you attract individuals who are equally generous and kind. See yourself becoming more and more discerning in the clothes you wear, the food you eat, how you spend your time, and even who your friends are. Because you possess a remarkable ability to discern the true character of those you meet, guiding you to form meaningful relationships. Every day, you become more aligned with the qualities of the partner you wish to attract, knowing that like attracts like. And in all these interactions, I want you to notice an absence of any insecurity, anxiety, or fear. See yourself being comfortable in your own skin, seeing someone discerning that can choose at any point in time to pursue a relationship or to not pursue it. See yourself with all the options and none of the obligations. See yourself holding all of the cards and willing to play them at the appropriate time. And maybe in the near, medium, or long-term future, see yourself as someone open and ready to receive the love of someone who is caring, discerning, generous, and loyal. And you can get a sense of how long in the future that will be based on your own physical features, how old you think you will be. There is no urgency, no rush. Part of being discerning is to do things at your own pace, at your own time. Your elegance in dress and demeanor set you apart. Every insect is attracted to a different type of flower, and the way you dress makes you more appealing to a certain type of woman and less appealing to others. You naturally foster environments of trust and loyalty, creating strong, lasting bonds with those who you choose to be with. See yourself as someone who embodies the qualities of the partner you seek. As you find yourself surrounded by potential partners who reflect these qualities back to you, the more that you become the kind of person you would want to be with, the easier things become. And as you look at those scales or seesaw, notice the side that was high, full of anxiety, has now switched places. Your confidence, charisma, and discernment now outweigh your anxiety. Your discernment will keep you safe. Your ability to really get to know someone will keep you safe. You can avoid the pitfalls just by being curious, discerning, by being aware of the possibility of red flags and responding when you see the relevant warning signs. As you breathe in and breathe out, feel that you're seeing not a possibility, not a probability, but a destiny. That whether it takes place over days, weeks, or months, see a future version of you where the probability of being with someone that meets those higher standards is just common sense, what would naturally happen, that as you become that person, you attract the equivalent female version of those qualities. Breathing in and breathing out, feel like you're returning to the present. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect fully with the present moment. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will awaken feeling resourceful, charismatic, confident, discerning, and that anxiety has served its purpose now. You will now allocate your time, attention into becoming the very best version of you. And that is what will avoid the dangers and pitfalls of a toxic relationship. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.